Shedeur Sanders, the Deion Sanders' son, the Cleveland Browns' 5th-round draft pick, their quarterback the last 5-6 weeks of the season, is somehow got selected to the NFL Pro Bowl. This came out yesterday, and people are like, they're losing their minds. How could Shedeur, who threw 10 interceptions, 7 TDs, completed about 54.
Congrats to Shedeur. Shout out to Shedeur for making the Pro Bowl. That's something that regardless, nobody can take from you. Like being a draft pick. Nobody can take that from you. Your first touchdown pass. Nobody can take that from you. Congrats to Shedeur for making the Pro Bowl. With all due respect, who would have thought when he was drafted and being prank called by individuals who wanted to make him feel lesser than, who would have thought back then that Shedeur Sanders, you'd be getting a Pro Bowl nod. So with all due respect, Shedeur, you had to put yourself in a position to be chosen. Whether that means playing games, whether that means starting games, whether that means at least throwing several touchdown passes, not giving up so you could continue to captivate several audiences and move the culture and rally the whole culture behind you. So congrats to Shedeur in that capacity. You put yourself in a position to be chosen. Congrats on getting chosen. That's no laughable thing.
Yeah.
With that being said, Shedeur Sanders, 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. How can you go to the Pro Bowl with your chest out? Because it's being watered down by individuals who haven't earned the right to be there. Is there going to be a risk of Shedeur being the one, because y'all know how it's going to go, of Shedeur being the one to end the Pro Bowl? Because now you got people coming out, all-time reporters saying, abolish it! You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, imagine a world where now the Pro Bowl comes to an end because as if Shedeur is the last straw.
He's polarizing enough. He's polarizing enough.
Is that a risk that we could be running?
It's not a risk, it's a reality. He's polarizing enough. The most polarizing player doing anything in a game like this is obviously going to change narratives.
The Pro Bowl and how we've devalued the Pro Bowl. It's been going on everywhere across social media. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's blaming Shedeur. Some people are blaming Deion. Some people are blaming the Shedeur sexuals and the cult of the Sanders family. I want to, and I can't believe I got to do this, but I'm doing it. I'm going to defend Shedeur Sanders. I'm going to defend Deion Sanders. I'm going to defend the Shedeur sexuals.
Yo, what's good, everyone? Today we're diving into the craziest NFL controversy that's got everyone losing their minds on social media. Shedeur Sanders just got selected to the Pro Bowl, and people are absolutely furious. But hold up, before you jump on the hate train, let me break down why this whole situation is actually genius and why everyone's blaming the wrong people. So, check this out. Shedeur Sanders, Deion's son, the Cleveland Browns' 5th-round pick, who only started the last 5 or 6 weeks of the season, somehow made it to the NFL Pro Bowl. When this news dropped yesterday, social media literally exploded. People were coming at Shedeur from every angle, questioning everything about this decision. Let me hit you with the stats real quick. Shedeur threw 10 interceptions, only 7 touchdowns, completed just 53 to 54% of his passes, had a passer rating of 68 and a QBR in the 18s. His record as a starter, 3 wins, 4 losses. These numbers are straight up pedestrian, no cap. Now here's where it gets wild. Drake May was originally selected, but he's busy playing in the Super Bowl, which, makes sense because winners stay winning. So the NFL needed a replacement, but instead of going with proven talent, they picked Shedeur. Listen to this list of quarterbacks who got passed over. Trevor Lawrence with 4,000 passing yards, 38 touchdowns, only 12 interceptions, a 91 passer rating, and a 13-4 record. Then you got Aaron Rodgers, CJ Stroud, Lamar Jackson, Tua Tagovailoa, Joe Burrow, and Cam Ward. All these dudes have better stats, better records, better everything compared to Shedeur. People are comparing the numbers, and it's not even close. Trevor Lawrence alone has almost triple the passing yards, way more touchdowns, better completion percentage, and actually won games. Meanwhile, Shedeur got carried to a couple victories and finished below .50. Based purely on performance, accomplishments, and stats, this selection makes zero sense. Even former NFL stars are weighing in on this mess. Shawn Merriman, the legendary pass rusher who made multiple Pro Bowls during his career, put out a powerful statement that hit different. He said he walks by his Pro Bowl helmet almost every day, and it's signed by some of the greatest players in NFL history, legends, Hall of Famers, real GOATs. Merriman dropped some real talk when he said the Pro Bowl used to be a badge of honor, something respected throughout the league, but things have changed drastically. That statement is straight facts, regardless of how you feel about the Shedeur situation.
Social media, everybody's talking about it. Everybody's blaming Shedeur. Some people are blaming Deion. Some people are blaming the Shedeur sexuals and the cult of the Sanders family. I want to, and I can't believe I got to do this, but I'm doing it. I'm going to defend Shedeur Sanders. I'm going to defend Deion Sanders. I'm going to defend the Shedeur sexuals. This isn't on Shedeur. Shedeur didn't steal this valor.
Social media has turned into a war zone over this. Everyone's pointing fingers in different directions. Some people are blaming Shedeur for accepting the honor when he only played half a dozen games and threw for just 1,400 yards. Others are going after Deion Sanders, calling out the whole Shedeur sexuals and the cult-like following of the Sanders family. The criticism is coming from everywhere. Twitter threads, Instagram comments, TikTok videos. Everyone's got an opinion, and most of them aren't positive. People feel like this disrespects the legacy of the Pro Bowl and everything it used to represent. Now, let me drop some knowledge that's going to change your perspective completely. This isn't on Shedeur. This isn't on Deion. This isn't even on the so-called Shedeur sexuals who support the Sanders family. The real culprits? Disney, ESPN, the NFL, and all the major television networks that control professional football. Think about it. Shedeur didn't steal this honor. He didn't hack the voting system or bribe anybody. The league offered it to him, and he accepted. Can you really blame a young player for accepting an invitation to the Pro Bowl, even if it's become a joke? Here's what really happened to the Pro Bowl. The NFL and the television networks ruined it. They cheapened professional sports. They de-emphasized competition and merit in favor of one thing: money. Everything in professional sports now is just a gigantic pursuit of cash, and the integrity of the game has taken a back seat. The Pro Bowl hasn't been a real competition for almost 2 decades now. Players don't want to play in it. It's hot garbage. Back in the day, when something stopped working or became defective, America would cancel it and replace it with something better. That's how things used to work. If your product sucked, it got eliminated. But that's not how things operate anymore. Merit and results don't matter like they used to. The Pro Bowl can be absolute trash, and they'll still serve it to the public, while telling everyone it's not garbage. They've turned it into a flag football game, and we're supposed to pretend it's the same prestigious honor it used to be. Here's where it gets interesting, and why this whole situation is actually brilliant from a business perspective. The NFL knows the Pro Bowl is trash. They know players don't want to play. They know fans don't really care about a flag football exhibition game. So, what do?
Here's why Shedeur Sanders makes perfect sense for the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl is not a real competition, hasn't been for about 2 decades now. The players are uninterested in playing. It's hot garbage. There was a time where the protocol would be, oh man, no one wants to play this game anymore. Our league is all about competition and merit and promoting masculine competition and masculine merit. The players don't want to do it. Let's cancel the game.
They select the one player who can actually draw attention to this terrible product, Shedeur Sanders. Think about it. Could Patrick Mahomes draw ratings to this game? Nope. Aaron Rodgers? Negative. Joe Burrow? Not a chance. None of those proven quarterbacks could generate the buzz that Shedeur creates. The circus surrounding Shedeur and the massive following attracted to everything Sanders related will actually watch this Pro Bowl game. They'll tune in and pretend like whatever Shedeur does in this flag football game is meaningful and says something about his greatness. That's the play. And honestly, it's genius marketing. When you step back and look at the bigger picture, Shedeur being in the Pro Bowl makes complete sense. The Pro Bowl isn't about rewarding the best players anymore. It's about generating clicks, views, engagement, and ultimately, money. Shedeur brings all of that. The attention he generates, the debates he sparks, the controversy he creates, that's exactly what the NFL wants for a game that nobody would otherwise care about. They're not trying to honor excellence, they're trying to get people to watch a game that would normally get ignored. This is the reality of modern sports. Everything is about the dollar. If you make money, regardless of how you make it, you're considered successful. The values of competition, merit, and integrity have been pushed aside for profit margins and viewership numbers. Look, I get why people are upset. The Pro Bowl used to mean something real. It was an honor reserved for the elite players who dominated their positions. Seeing someone with Shedeur's stats get selected over proven stars feels wrong, because it goes against everything sports should represent. But here's the thing. That version of the Pro Bowl is dead. It's been dead for years. The NFL killed it by prioritizing money over merit. The television networks killed it by turning everything into a ratings game. Disney and ESPN killed it by caring more about engagement than excellence. Shedeur didn't ruin the Pro Bowl. He's just playing the game that's been created for him. The flag football circus that the Pro Bowl has become is actually the perfect stage for someone like Shedeur, someone who generates massive attention regardless of on-field performance. So while everyone's melting down about this selection, remember who the real villains are. It's not Shedeur Sanders. It's not even Deion. It's the system that's been built around professional sports that values dollars over dignity, clicks over competition, and entertainment over excellence. The Pro Bowl is trash, and Shedeur Sanders is perfectly qualified to play in trash. That's not a shot at him. That's just the reality of what the Pro Bowl has become. And until the NFL decides either to fix it or cancel it, we're going to keep seeing these controversial selections that prioritize headlines over talent. What do you think? Drop your comments below and let me know if you agree or if you think Shedeur should have turned down the invitation. Hit that like button and subscribe for more real sports talk. Peace.